Hello, I'm Toir and thank you for joining me today. I want to show you through the 5 key elements of Pilates so that you are set up to do any Pilates movement we do along this 30-day journey. So here we are standing on the mat. If you bring your feet open by bringing your toes to the side and then your heels will join. Now that we're here, just lift your heels up and slowly drop them down. Pick your toes up now, fan them open and just drop them down. By doing this, we are giving ourselves a greater surface area in which to lean through for our balance. So it's always a really good start position to get your feet right first. Now onto the 5 key elements. I like to start at the bottom and work my way up the body to check that I've got all of the things right in my posture, ready to do Pilates. So our feet are set, our feet are hip width apart. We're coming up now to our hips or our pelvis here. I'd like you to place your hands onto your pelvis, fingers in front, thumbs go behind. When I say on your pelvis, when you put your hands at the side and you push in deep enough, you'll be able to find your pelvis there. And at the front, you'll feel a point where the pelvis kind of drops off just here, and that's important later. And our thumbs are sitting around the back there. Now that you've found this point, just have a go at tilting that pelvis backwards and forwards like this. In doing this, we are essentially mobilizing our lumbar spine and having a look at what our natural range of movement is at this point in time. Now some people naturally lean backwards, some people naturally lean forwards, and what we want for Pilates is to find that midpoint right in the middle there, slap bang in the middle. So if you have a go at finding that middle position now. Right, so the knobbly bits. So finding them under our fingers again, we're in that neutral position. I want you to bring your hands in an inch and down an inch and press with your fingers there. Take a deep breath in at this point. And as you exhale, you're going to try and pull those muscles in your lower tummy. Can you feel them moving underneath your fingers? If you can't, give that another go. Have a real practice at finding that contraction there, because what we're essentially doing is contracting the innermost abdominal muscles, and by putting our fingers here we're identifying that we've got the right muscles. The innermost abdominal muscles are our core muscles, the ones that are giving us the stability at the base here so that we can do all of our other movements. Okay, keeping your fingers here so that you know you've got those muscles contracted. I want you to just take a breath in and out. Did you hold that contraction? If not, let's reset. Take a deep breath in, exhale, pull those muscles in, and now practice having a breath whilst those muscles are contracted. It's really important that we breathe whilst we are contracting those core muscles. Now, coming up the body now, I want you to place your hands on the outside of your ribs, and we're going to do something called lateral breathing. This means we're taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out, but we're still contracting here. Okay, so we're going to take a breath into the bottom of our lungs. Use your hands just to give you a bit of guidance here. And almost push that air out. Are you still contracting these muscles? If not, have a go over the next couple of days at just practicing doing this, because you will get the hang of it, I promise. Okay, moving up the body. So we're doing all of this already. So we're coming up now. We're coming to our clavicles here, collarbone. Okay, so with your shoulders, just bring them up, back and slide them down. When I say slide down, your shoulder blades, imagine that they're just sliding down on the back of your rib cage there. They're like discs and they're just going to come down. Someone said to me, imagine you're putting your shoulder blades into your back pockets. And I quite like that analogy, because you've taken that deep breath in and then you're sliding them back into those back pockets there. If you've got that mental imagery in your mind, you can't go wrong. Finally, we come to our neck. Now what we don't want is to be poking forwards like this, or looking down, or generally just moving around like this. We want our neck to be elongated as much as we can. So if you imagine you have a hook on the back of your head with a string attached, and that string is just pulling you up a bit like a puppet, and it's going to make your head feel as though it's floating a little bit as that neck pulls nice and along in its natural alignment there. Okay, so we've got got the 5 key elements here. We've got our neutral position set. We've contracted our core muscles. We've come up. We've set our scapula. We're breathing here through the lungs, and our neck is nice and long. We're ready to go.